Hello grade 9 students. Welcome to another virtual class. I am Miss Madhu Vadke. In today's video lesson, we will perform an activity to understand an algebraic identity geometrically. Recall in chapter 2, Polynomials, we have studied various types of identities, and one of them is a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. So the aim of today's activity is to verify the algebraic identity a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b geometrically. That is, we are going to show that the left hand side of this identity is equal to the right hand side using geometrical figures. To do this activity, we should have some previous knowledge of squares and rectangle. That is, area of square is equal to side into side, and area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Now here is a list of material that you will need to do this activity. Colored marble paper. If you don't have colored marble paper, then you can use any other colored paper like chart paper, leftover chart paper, etc. We will need two different colors. Then you will need a pair of scissors, glue, and your geometry box to draw the figures like ruler and pencil. Let's perform the activity. We have to cut a square of side A, that is 10 centimeters, using a colored marble paper. So this is a square of side 10 centimeters. A square has all its sides equal. Let's name the square A, B, C, D. Make a replica of this square for using it later. I have used blue, you could use any other color, but you have to cut two identical squares of side 10 centimeters using the same colored marble paper, and keep the second square aside. The second step is to cut another square EFGD with side B equal to 3 centimeters using another color. So here is a square of side 3 centimeters. Let's name this square EFGD. And each side of this square is B, which is 3 centimeters. Now we have two cutouts. One is of a big square of side 10 centimeters and other is of a small square of side 3 centimeters. The third step is to paste the smaller square EFGD on the bigger square such that vertex D of the smaller square coincides with the D of bigger square. So you will place the cutout of smaller square on the cutout of big square like this. Now you will paste what you have obtained after step 3 in your journal on the left side, that is the plain side, and give the heading as design. After you have pasted this design, you will finish naming the vertices of the smaller square. So this point is E, this is F, and this is G. Now we have to join F to B. So let's write down what will be the measures of the segments that we have got. We know that DE is 3 centimeters. So EA will be 10 minus 3, 7 centimeters. Likewise, DG is 3 centimeters. So GC will be 7 centimeters. Also, we have represented the side of bigger square by A, and the side of smaller square is B. So what will be GC in terms of A and B? DC is A and DG is B because they are sides of the squares that we have cut. So GC will be equal to DC minus DG, and that will be equal to A minus B. So now we can mark GC as A minus B and AE also A minus B. Next, we have to repeat steps 3 and 4 on the replica of bigger square, and then cut along GF, EF and FB. Now I have used a replica of smaller square because I want to show some color over here. However, you may not cut a replica of smaller square because ultimately this is the part that is now going to be cut off from the big square. So we have to cut a square of side A or 3 centimeters from a square of side B or 10 centimeters. So we are going to remove the smaller square from the figure. So this is how the remaining part of the figure will look like. On cutting along FB, we will get two trapeziums, GCBF and EFBA. But before you cut along FB, make sure to copy the vertices at the corners of trapezium as I have shown in the figure. Now the last step of this activity is to arrange these trapeziums so that we get a rectangle. So let's arrange these trapeziums. The cutout of these two trapezium are going to be identical. So you have to flip it over and rotate in order to get a rectangle. We will now find the length and breadth of this rectangle. In order to do that, let's compare this rectangle with the original figure and mark its vertices. We know that the side of bigger square is A and side of the smaller square is B. And we had shown that EA will be A minus B. Likewise, GC will be A minus B. So copying the lengths of the segment from the original figure, AB is A and FG is B. So AG is going to be A plus B. Similarly, EF from the original figure is B and BC from the original figure is A. So EC is going to be A plus B. And AE from the original figure is A minus B. Similarly, GC will be A minus B. So we have found the length and the breadth of this rectangle. So we can find the area of rectangle AECG equal to length into breadth, which is equal to A plus B into A minus B. Also, area of the smaller square will be B square and area of bigger square will be A square. Since we removed the smaller square from the bigger square, the area of this remaining part that contain only two trapezium is A square minus B square. But we have used these two trapeziums to form this rectangle. That means area of these two trapeziums is equal to the area of the rectangle. And hence we have shown that the left hand side of the identity is equal to the right hand side. So let's quickly summarize the steps that we have followed to perform this activity. We cut a big square of side A. So its area is going to be A square. Then we cut a small square of side B. So its area is B square. Then by placing the small square onto the big square at one corner, we get this figure, and we join the vertices F to B to get two trapeziums. So when we take away smaller square from the bigger square, we are left with this figure, which has an area that is A square minus B square. Now we arranged these two cutouts of the trapezium of this figure to get a rectangle that has length A plus B and breadth A minus B. So since we are using these two trapezium to form a rectangle, the areas of these two figures should be same. So area of rectangle A plus B into A minus B is equal to A square minus B square. And this is what we are going to write for observation, which is the same thing that I have just explained, and it is to be written in your journal point-wise. So now we can conclude that we have verified this identity geometrically. With this, we come to the end of today's video lesson. See you in the next class. Until then, goodbye.